What if I told you that at 52, I am way more energized, I have way more motivation, and I am more myself than I ever was or I ever could have dreamed to be in my 20s and 30s? This is not because of some magic supplement or some major life overhaul. This is not because of anything out of the ordinary either. 7 habits, that's it. And I'm gonna walk you through every single one of them in this video, so stick around till the end. And I wanna be really clear, I am nothing special. I am just your average, everyday working mom, just like you, that I woke up one day and decided, this is enough. I need to get myself back. I looked in the mirror and thought, what is this about? What, is this it? Is this all that there is? This is not who I want to be at this stage in life. I want to feel alive. I just don't want to be going through the motions. And I thought, something needs to change. And what am I going to do about it? So I started making some changes. Some were really small changes, but I started making them little increments at a time. And some of them were uncomfortable. I'll tell you what, every single one, totally worth it. Take what you want, leave what you don't, because if you're sitting there wondering if it's too late, it absolutely is not. So let's get into it. The first one, it took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to figure this out, and it is prioritizing sleep. Basically for me, what I've had to do is I take magnesium. I take a triple blend of magnesium at night, and that has helped me sleep so much better. I'm getting 8 hours of sleep regularly, and I feel amazing. So that's the first most important thing that I changed. The difference was almost immediate. I wake up now and I actually feel rested. I mean, I was like, imagine that. Like, I feel really good, and I'm not yawning in the afternoons. I'm actually just getting through the day. I have my 2 cups of coffee in the morning. That's my only caffeine, and I feel great. And if you can only choose one, sleep is an absolute easy one to fix. Habit number 2, but I lift heavy weights. I lift heavy weights 4 times a week. I'll put my workout template down below. It has changed my life. I've really been lifting steadily, probably 6 months to 8 months, because I'm actually burning a lot more energy and I'm building muscle, but it's changed my body composition as well. Here's what I wish someone told me. After 40, we start losing muscle mass fast. It's called sarcopenia. I wish I would have been told that or learned that many years ago. I would have started this a long time ago. If we don't actively fight it, we lose more muscle each year and we get weaker every single year. But lifting heavy is really one of the most powerful things that we can do for our bones, our metabolism, and our muscles. And you know what? I'm not perfect in the weight room. I'm not. I still struggle. I still have to Google how to do certain exercises. Or if sometimes I'm feeling sore, I have to Google what are some alternatives to a glute bridge, or what are some alternatives to a military press, because I get stuck too. But you know what? I keep showing up. I keep showing up. I aim for 3 to 4 times a week to lift heavy. And that's really made a huge difference. So if you don't know where to start, grab a session with a trainer, look at YouTube videos. There's a million of them out there. Look up beginner strength training programs on YouTube, body weight exercises. Just start somewhere. I promise you will not be disappointed. Okay, habit 3. I know a lot of you aren't gonna wanna hear this. I'm gonna say it plainly. I removed alcohol from my life. Every once in a great while, I might have one, and I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here telling you my story, what's helped me. But I want to be honest about it, because I think a lot of us in midlife are using alcohol as a stress reliever or in our social circles because it makes us feel more comfortable. And I'm just, in my experience, it's made me feel so much better by just saying no. When I removed alcohol, things just happened that I didn't expect. My sleep improved immediately. I used to have a couple drinks and then I'd wake up 5-6 hours later and my mind is spinning, and I'd use the restroom and then I'd come back and then I just couldn't go back to sleep. I noticed it was every time I was drinking alcohol that was happening. You know what else happened? My energy levels went up, and the anxiety that I thought was just part of perimenopause, it quieted down. Alcohol definitely was a factor. So if this is something that's been on your mind, I'm just here to tell you that it did help me. But be honest with yourself. That's just kind of where it starts, on noticing what makes you feel better. Habit 4, saying no without guilt. And look, this is for every woman who has ever said yes to going to events or social engagements when every single cell in your body was screaming, no, I just want to go home and lay in my bed. And I started saying no to activities or people that drained me. And I realized I was doing better. I was happy. I started guarding my time. I started looking at my time as a really precious commodity, and it helped me. I started saying no to obligations that don't really matter and that just drained me and took it out of me. I've learned that every yes is a no to something that matters to me, whether it be my peace, my family, my health, or my sleep. I need to be fulfilled, and that is something that I have learned makes me feel better. When you start fiercely protecting your time and your energy, everything shifts. You show up better, you're more energized, and stay tuned to the end because that's going to tell you the most important one that has really just been the game changer for changing my life. So habit 5 is taking 100% responsibility for your goals. So long as women and moms, we forget to put ourselves first. And I have learned that since I've come into this second act of my life, I matter. My goals matter. And I've really prioritized what's important to me, and it has brought me so much happiness. My days of waiting till the kids are grown or after they finish school, the moment I said I'm responsible and everything else is a non-negotiable, my workouts became appointments, not suggestions. I make sure to get them in at least 4 times a week. And my health stopped being an afterthought because, let's be honest, time's running out. We got to capitalize on this time. And I am trying to get as much energy and motivation as I can. And I know that I'm responsible for creating it. What I really realized is I'm the CEO of my own life. I needed to start acting like it. Okay, habit 6, total game changer for me. Mobility work. I don't care if it's yoga. I don't care if it's Pilates. I don't care if you call it just stretching. Mobility is huge for us as we age. I really put this one off the longest, and I can't believe how much better I feel just by implementing 10 minutes a day. I'm talking stretching, hip openers, downward dog, yoga stretches, straight leg bends, anything you can do. Get on the floor and stretch. If you want to keep hiking, adventuring, walking, exercising, doing the things we want to do to keep us younger as we age, mobility is crucial. And you know what? Here's what surprised me. I feel so much more flexible just because of the simple routines that I do. And this last habit, I really didn't discover this until maybe 5 years ago on how vitally important it was for me. But it is finding something that excites you every day. So for me, it's hiking. I love it. People ask me why I do it. I like to get out and see the trees. It's meditative for me. It brings me joy. And I love to get out and see mountains and streams, and that energizes me. That invigorates me. I would encourage you to really explore that. Take the time to learn what excites you, because it will truly bring you joy past your working life. We're Gen X. We're getting to the point that we're looking at retirement in the next 10 to 15 years. So we need to figure out what else is bringing us excitement in our second act. For me, I started this YouTube channel because I want to share it with people. I want to share it with women that are in the same stage I am and that want to get out and do other things. And even if hiking is not your thing, or backpacking or lifting, please find something that really, truly motivates you and energizes you every day. Here's why this matters. If you have something that really energizes you, something that's yours, something you can't wait to get to, something that you look forward to doing when you get out of work, you show up differently everywhere else. You're more patient, you're more present, you're fulfilled. It makes a huge difference if you have something else that brings you that joy. I do this channel because I love hiking and backpacking. What I am saying is make time in your daily life to explore things that energize your soul. It will be life-changing. And here's what I want you to walk away with. These 7 habits did not change my life overnight, and they did not come overnight. They all changed my life one at a time. One workout at a time, one hike at a time, prioritizing sleep. I mean, this has been years of fine-tuning what really works for me. And not one of them requires you to be young, to have money, or to have it all figured out. They just require you to decide what it is that you're gonna do. And if I can do this, I promise you can too. So here's my question for you. Which one of these habits are you gonna start first? I'd really like you to drop it in the comments. I read every single comment and I'd love to cheer you on, and I'd love to get insight from each and every one of you. And I really want you to come along this journey for Lift, Hike, and Thrive so we can do this together. And I'm really so glad that you're here. Until next time, go do something that energizes your soul.